it was about if I think that it was about 2 years ago, before the
She finished.
Yeah. I don't know why. Tahera, are you there?
No, only I'm there.
So maybe you can answer your own questions or your own cue card too.
Yes. So I think you will just evaluate me, and if you find some mistake, just correct me. I'm gonna start. I think I'm gonna also set up my time.
Okay.
So,
Okay, here we go again.
yes. So I will now start to speak on this topic. Describe unforgettable bike trip. And what happened during the trip? Yeah. So, well, I feel cycling is the best way to explore the new places which is surrounded to your town, or which is not so far from your place where you are resident. So I once upon a time I was with my colleague from the work. uh, I will remember that I was very close to the mountainside. We rented the hotel for about 1 week, and we also rented the bike from near to the from the cycle station. I think it was public cycle station, so anybody can use, just you have to pay some little money. So we rented, and we were we were so far, we went so far, I think about 10 or 20 kilometer. And we discovered a lot of things. And suddenly, even though it was quite raining or showering, but it was splendid time that I spent it with myself. And I learned a lot of things. I know during the cycling, I relieved my all anxiety, stay far from the hustle bustle of the city, and giving quality of time to yourself is the, I think, is the base uh, things that you can never do for yourself. uh, as far as my feeling was concerned, I was so relaxed. I was so I mean, so feel so stressless, nothing worry about anything. And I was just going on through, like, the wheel. And I feel just amazing. Sorry, that's 10 seconds left. It was,
Yes. Did you time yourself?
yeah.
Oh, okay, good. Because I timed, but I was late. I didn't realize right away that I had to. Okay. I think the only thing that I noticed, because I was also
We
distracted.
will, sorry interrupt you, but Tahira say that, can you accept her into the room?
Okay.
Because try to
Wonder why it doesn't make a sound anymore. Normally I hear the ding when someone is trying to log in, but this is something new. How would I?
okay, let's see.
Yeah, I admitted her already, so she's coming. Just have to wait. Okay, so that was good. So what do you want now? Do you want more questions? I'll ask them. Let's see. Or Tahira can do that too. Tahira, are you there now?
She's not. Yeah, she's now here.
Okay, coming now. It made a ding when she's here, but normally I hear two when someone is trying to log in, and then what I admitted and participant is already settled, then it would ding again. Okay, let me see. Let's ask you some more questions. I'm gonna ask you part 3 questions,
Okay.
but I don't think it's related to a bike trip.
No problem. I mean, I'm able to give any answer of the question.
These are all old. Okay, this one, I think I haven't asked these questions in a long time. Okay, activities on the water. Okay, that's the context. Do
Okay.
you think, do you think that everyone should learn how to swim?
Certainly, yes, because if there is some, as you know that right now is the nature disaster is occurring around the global, so we need to be prepared ourselves in this kind of such a disaster. So if once learned about the how to how to swim, of course they can save even themselves, and they can escape from the devastating situation.
Okay, good job. So Tahera is here. Tahera, do you want to do the questioning or you and Sooraj? Sooraj first. You can answer the same cue card if you like. Tahera, we can't hear you. Your mic is on, but we can't hear you. And then I'm not sure if you are talking. Oh, there. Yeah, can you say hi? Tahera? Do you hear me? Hi, Tahera. Do you hear me? Do you see me? Oh, so that's the problem. She can't hear anything. Her mic is on, but and video.
Sorry, I wrote something wrong. Could you please speak?
Or say something. Hello, Rev. Hi.
We can't hear me.
So, Rev, do you want to answer a cue card?
Yes.
I asked Rev. Rev is here. Do you see her? Sooraj?
Oh yeah.
Yes, hi. Sorry, I'm late.
No, there's no late here. Or better late than never.
Mm. Sorry.
I'll send you a cue card. Do you like to answer a cue card, Rev?
Sure.
Okay. Gonna forward this to you. Something is wrong with I can't do it. Something is wrong with my phone. It would, even if I turn it off, turn the power off and then on, still doing this to me. It doesn't go right away. See, when I try to send, I don't see anything. I don't know what's the problem. But my phone is, my MacBook is perfectly fine. Sooraj, so then I have to ask Sooraj now.
Yes.
I tried to send to Riv the cue card that you sent me, so
Yeah.
that she can do her 2-minute talking. The cue card.
I didn't receive any cue card.
I know because I can't do it. I
It's
can
okay.
doesn't
It's
doesn't
okay right now.
let me. Okay. So let's Suraj, did you send to Riv the cue card?
I do not have any contact. I mean, detail in the group. I think if she's there in a group,
You mentioned to me that you did some practice with Riv before.
yeah, I did, but I don't know where she is now because lots of people in my messenger and it's messed up. Even
Riv, just write Riv.
yeah, if you have just write me, I will send you directly because it's for me also hard to find her.
Riv on search box, and then you can tap that. I can't do it. I tried, but I can't.
Maybe we can use other part 3 if we cannot go to the part. Maybe tomorrow we can do it.
It's a good idea. Or this one, maybe I can. Let me see. Ah, let's try. I'll use my other account. Okay, here we go. So it's my other account that sent you.
Okay, I'm gonna check it.
Maybe in your spam, or can you check on your message request?
Okay. All right, I receive already.
You have it? Okay, sounds good. All right, now do you want to have, okay, I'll give you 1 minute preparation. So describe an unforgettable bike trip. When it was, where you went, what happened during the trip, how you felt about it. We'll give you 1 minute preparation. Okay, your 1 minute starts now. And then I have to admit someone is trying to log in. Sabuj Sarkar. Let's see, Sabuj. And then this, I'm gonna lock the meeting. Okay, so we have Sabuj Sarkar. Okay. Okay, time is up, Riv. You can start speaking now. You ready? Start.
Today, I like to talk about the unforgettable bike experience. I remember when I was on elementary, that is the very significant event with me. I'm borrowed and I used the bike of my father. Initially, I have hard time to how to use it, but because of my brother, he guided me and taught me how to use the bike. So after a few days, I have this confident that I want to go outside our house or in the park. I want to go in a highway where it will be more excited. So initially I prayed And then I tried in a nearly highway, just a few blocks away from my house. So I did well. So again, I said to myself, I think I need to do more. I need to extend, go somewhere. So I tried to go more than 2 kilometers away from my house. So I went to the market, supermarket. So I feel excited and happy. However, after a few minutes, I don't know, I went out of balance. So I made a cause chaos in the highway. Okay, to make a story short, I make a scene. So it has traffic, congested, and everybody is shouting. So on that time, I feel mixed emotion. I feel afraid at the same time ballistic. Why people have to shout at me? At the same time, I was scared because I was in the middle of the highway. So
Time is
during that,
up. Time is up. Okay. All right. That was exciting. Yeah. My only comment is always the same. I do the same also from time to time, maintaining the tenses of the verb. You know, when we talk about the past, sometimes we use the present tense instead of the past tense, right?
Yes,
yes,
I
I
noticed
have
two words Rev did mistake. That is one two rather than wanted to, and
Mhm.
feel rather than felt.
Yeah.
yeah, felt. Yeah, I
Yeah.
felt.
Okay. So yeah, but that's really very common, and
And
it's
it's our
hard
conscious
to
mistake.
make it perfect right away. And even if you are already doing this or practicing regularly, it's just hard to make it perfect. You always make mistake, but at least we know that that's one of our weaknesses, and
Yes.
we're still a work in progress in that regard. Okay, now Suraj, I'll get back to you now for Tahira. So maybe you can give her it's either another cue card or uh, some part three questions. We have Sabuj Sarkar, but I'm pretty sure he can't hear us because his microphone is not set up. Let me message him.
Yeah, that will be the same question. I think I want to hear from you.
Okay,
The,
so you want to set the time for her? I'll just take care of somebody else here. So I'll let you guys do your thing if that's okay.
Teha, you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
So it will be the same, I think. I want to see your experience. How was your experience on the same topic?
Yes, yes. Just
So
I thought that you will change the topic. That's why I.
I don't want you what you thought. I want what you don't thought.
Okay,
you know,
okay, okay. Please give me only 30 seconds.
yeah.
Today, I would like to talk about. Oh, sorry. I want to start.
Okay, go ahead.
Set up timer for me.
Yeah, he's already done. He's already started. Don't worry about it.
Okay,
Okay.
okay. Today, I would like to talk about an unpleasant bike experience which I experienced before 2 years, maybe. That was the time was specifically before pandemic started. One day afternoon or maybe the evening, I felt down and thought about for hangout. And at that moment, I called one of my colleague that have if he had any time, then we could go for hangout. After that, he agreed, and we went uh, a place in the Dhaka city, which is called basically 300 feet road, which is a wide road, and beside the road there were some local food shops, and different kind of shops are available. But the main thing for which the trip was uncomfortable and irritating, that was only for there was huge amount of dust. That's why my colleague who drove the bike, he couldn't see in front of very clearly, and the road was also broken. That's why the
Time is
bike
up.
was jerked very.
Time is up.
There is a okay. I couldn't complete one
Yeah,
minute. Okay.
it's always in your real test. There's no way you
Yes.
can.
Yeah.
It's either you stop before the 2 minutes or you keep talking even after your 2 minutes. But don't worry, your examiner will tell you whether you have
Okay.
to speak more or if you have to stop. Okay. And
Yes.
something that I want to say, we went a place. So it should be with two. We went to a place. So
To
two is missing there.
okay. No, noted.
Yeah. Okay. Now
Yes. Thank
maybe
you.
you can ask, maybe as Tahera, do you want to ask? Oh, I can't remember now what happened. Did you ask Sooraj already questions or
No, no,
no?
no. I didn't ask anyone any question.
Okay, so can you ask Suraj questions and then I will ask Riv to ask me questions after.
Yes. I want to ask Suraj about part three question. Are you agreed?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. The topic is patriotism.
Sorry,
Oh, patriotism.
Patriotism.
Patrice.
Patriotism,
Patriotism. Patriotism.
like the love for your
Love
country.
the nation.
Yeah.
Okay.
May I start?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, patriotism.
Are people from your country patriotic?
Probably yes. All the people who belong from my country, from India, of course, they love their country because they know the value of freedom, and not only the value, but they all the time celebrate on Independence Day. The every all citizen, even from the childhood to young generation and the old generation, they all gather on the special event day, that is 15 August. I think it's coming in after 2 3 days, and they celebrate and they respect toward the nation because lots of people they devote their life toward getting the freedom for nation. So of course the people are patriotism in my country.
Okay. Why do people often feel proud of where they come from?
So what the people from initially I don't
May I repeat the question again? Okay. Why do people often feel proud of where they come from?
there are media reason. I would say that that's the reason people feel so pride on themselves where they're coming from. uh, first, the first and more reason is that if the economy is so strong, of course, people will admire themselves and that I belong from this region, belong from this territory where the, economy is like boosting every years. And so this, boosts their confidence. Apart from this, also, if the people, where they belong from. For instance, if there is lots of historical battle, or you can say like lots of past event was occurred in that place. Of course, that's the reason they say that okay, my country was like that in the few decades ago, and now it's like this. So lots of changes is happen. So therefore, they think that they represent their country with the pride in a moment.
Okay, your last question is, does intense patriotism have any disadvantages?
I don't think so. There is, genuine patriotism has some drawbacks. They just, show the loves toward people on social media because they just, they just want to see that they just want to show the world that okay, I belong from this territory, and most of people, sacrifice their life to in order to get, freedom. So they just fight for that things, and they don't want again is regime or some other country will rule again on them. So there is only the intention. Apart from this, there is no any other you know drawbacks. There is only the advantages more than drawbacks.
Okay, thank you. It's all about your part three question.
Thank you.
Okay. Ma'am, you are unmuted. You
Sorry.
have to unmute.
Okay, just a quick comment. And this is a common mistake, and I heard this from others too. So Sooraj, you said I'm belong.
Belonging from I'm belonging.
Yeah. You said I'm belong. I can't remember the next one, but that's what I remember. I'm belong to a country maybe, or to a certain because it was about patriotism. So and also this one, many of you guys would say I'm agree.
No, it's
When,
called no.
when you agree on something, you say I'm agree.
No, I agree. Should to be
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
agree
that's correct.
Maybe I said
is
I
word.
agree.
Yeah, I agree. But if you, but I heard this from others. And now I heard Suraj say I'm belong. And this is the same case as I'm agree,
I belong
which
from the
is not correct.
I
So
belong.
you say I belong. For example, you belong to a certain culture, you say I belong to this tribe, I belong to a middle class family.
yeah.
Sometimes maybe you don't really notice, even though you know that it's supposed to be I belong, but you don't notice that you attach the M there. So you say I'm belong. Because I remember Suraj made a comment yesterday that sometimes we don't concentrate on what we say, we just say it, and then we don't even notice that we make mistakes. And that's true. It happens to everyone. Okay, but as long as you know, as long as we know what the grammar rule on a specific on that specific context, then it's good, because then when we hear ourselves speaking and we know that we said something wrong or incorrect, then we know how to correct them. But if we don't know, then when somebody pointed out to you, then then you know that you have to change that thing. Another thing that I want you to,
patriotic,
so that's how you say it, patriotic. The stress is patriotic,
patriotic,
patriotic. So you see,
What about the patriotism? Patriotism.
We'll see that too. Let me see, patriotism. So I think the stress is tism.
Patriotism.
I was
Patriotism.
also confused about the pronunciation.
Patriotism.
Okay, now it's different. Okay,
Patriotism.
Patriot.
Patriotism.
so the stress is in the beginning, patriotism,
Pat-
patriotism. But the other one, patriotic, is patriotic, patriotic. So you don't stress the pat. You say
Patriotic is an adjective, I know.
Patriotic. Patriotic.
adjective. It's an
Adjective.
adjective. It's linked,
Patriotism.
yeah,
Patriotism is a noun.
patriotic and patriotism is noun.
He is patriotic.
Patriotism.
Patriotism. So patriotism, the quality of being patriotic, devotion to and vigorous support to one's country. Okay, we learned something today. And now we're gonna wrap up shortly. So is there anything? Riv. So do you want to throw me some questions, maybe partly questions if you like? Or
Partly.
I
partly, okay.
So my first question, how do people express happiness in your culture?
One thing that I notice when people in my country express their joy is they sing or play a musical instrument, particularly the guitar. That's what I've noticed. And I do that also in my family. We do that. We sing and we have some guitar playing when we want or when we feel happy.
Do you think happiness has any effect on people?
Happiness has any effect? Oh, absolutely. And I think everybody agrees that laughter is the best medicine. So that means laughter that comes from being happy, because there are laughters that people can laugh, but it's not necessarily doesn't necessarily mean that the person is happy, right? So yeah, when you're happy, it's you. There are lots of health benefits of being happy.
How would you define happiness?
Boy, wow. Well, happiness. Okay, how I define happiness is it doesn't depend on the outside factor or any outside factors. It depends on the inside. What I mean by outside factors, for example, people are mean to you, okay? Hostile of what you're doing. And sometimes you feel upset, but when you have this feeling that you're doing something right, for example, giving yourself, then that makes you happy, even though the people are mean to you. So it comes from within. It's not something that people do to you that can make you happy. It's the thing that you do that can make you happy.
Yay, that's all.
Okay.
The last question was very tricky and
No, right?
yes,
Because happiness is kind of like
it's
um,
tough to define.
hard to define, because some people would say that I'm happy if I have money, I'm happy if I have good health, I'm happy if I have 10 children, and some people would say I'm happy if I don't have children, right?
Right.
So okay, so I think we're done, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Or is
Okay,
there
thank
anything you
you.
want to say just quickly?
Not- ano. Bye bye.
Thank you
Okay.
so much. Goodbye.
Okay. So I'll see you